According to a new study, there is a right time of day to break bad news, and it's based on physiology, not just questionnaires or surveys. Hold off on that epic breakup until you've heard the whole scoop.
Is now a bad time to tell you we just ran out of coffee?
No! It's actually fine because we're recording this in the evening.
Yeah, so your systems are relaxed and ready to take the bad news.
No, my systems are caffeinated, so I don't care.
Got it.
Well, before I get into the study specifics, let's talk about how your body deals with stress. When you hear bad news, you might get upset. And when you get upset, your fight or flight response kicks in. That's also known as your acute stress response. When this response kicks in, your body produces emergency cortisol. That's a hormone that triggers a surge of glucose in your bloodstream. And that glucose, or sugar, gives you the energy you need to react to the stress you're dealing with. Usually, you'll use that energy by fighting your stressor or by fleeing to safety, hence fight or flight. The thing is, your body produces cortisol all the time throughout the day. And this study found that on average, you produce the most cortisol in the morning and your levels taper off as the day goes on. In other words, your cortisol levels are linked to your circadian rhythm, which, as we've mentioned on this show before, regulates pretty much everything that goes on in your body. And that means that you respond to stress differently depending on whether it's morning or night. So for this study, researchers put participants through stress tests. Think having to give a presentation to a panel of stone-faced judges and then having to do mental math in front of them. Hope you don't have a fear of public speaking, am I right? The researchers measured participants' cortisol levels when they took the stress tests, which some took in the morning and others took at night. And the morning stress testers saw a big spike in cortisol. A bigger reaction in the morning means that if you want someone to take your bad news with some chill, then you should probably do it in the evening. Save that breakup for after work, and you may be less likely to have a drink thrown in your face. Also not so good if a drink's thrown in your face in the morning, because coffee's hot.
But if you think you're about to get bad news, then you want it in the morning, because that's when you're most ready to deal with it and find solutions.
Right, so if you think your boss is going to fire you, and your boss has to schedule a meeting, do it early.
Do it early.
But if you're going to fire somebody,
then you wait.